What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday evening, baby? Yes. What's up, everybody? Tyson Whitaker first, Whitaker, followed by Della Dova, Matt Murdoch, Tom Luckman. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's get a tweet out nice and quick, even though I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say today. Let's figure it out, man. Let's figure it out. Dearest Admiral Champions. Um. Hmm. Um. Maybe I'll just ask them a question that I've always wanted to know. Um, have you ever run out of milk for cereal and used water instead? Um, I almost did today. I don't know where I'm going with this. Uh, let me just end it there. Actually, no, live. Okay. Tweet. All right. What's up, everybody? Darn goodness. What is that? Dorgas? Really stretching out the dingus there. What's up, Star? What's up, World's Finest Dudes? Cloud of Contempt. Pixie Bell. What's up? My kids say hi and also something else now. So I won't be watching you today. Ah, okay. Sounds good. BG just got She-Hulk as my first 5-star. Is that an alright pull? I would say that's more than alright pull, yeah. She-Hulk, great champion, doesn't need to be awakened. Congratulations. Good stuff. Alright, let's do an energy dump. Because we're sitting here, capped out on energy. I have not done the new quest yet. And I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I mean, like, right now. I kind of want to finish it up. Ah, screw it. Now let's do the new quest. Whatever, right? Let's go do that. Easy 1977, 705. Easy, thank you very much. Saying, BG, guess what's got 2 thumbs and beat the 6.1.6 Sentinel last night after stream ended. Congratulations. Now what do I do? You bask in the glory of becoming Cavalier. And you prep yourself for the looming Cavalier monthly difficulty that is around the corner. We don't know exactly when Kabam's going to drop that on us, but sometime this year. So prepare yourself. It's coming. No, congratulations, though, man. Good stuff. Snap. I don't know if you've done, on a serious note, I don't know if you've done the variants, but really that's, I would highly recommend looking into the variants. It's a little bit roster dependent as to which one you start with, but typically variant 3, variant 4, and save variant 1 for last. But they've got some really good rewards, and before you venture into 6.2, it could be a good idea to try to bolster your roster with some of the rank up gems from those variants. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend. But dude, thank you very much for the 5. Really appreciate it. Hobbit, what is this? Hashtag Billy Jean's Salty Cheese Party. Salty Cheese Party, eh? Alright. Hobbit, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the raid. Shark. What up? Roboto. Guys, I'm so proud of these hashtags. Good. Black Seraphim, what's up, man? Harassing you with my ManThing. It's in between my... I think you were gonna say, like your eyes, you know, like your vision. I don't think you were gonna say anything inappropriate. I think you were just gonna say that you're looking at your ManThing, which, you know what, that's already starting to get there. Let's just jump into this quest. Black Seraphim, thank you very much for the 2 though, man. I appreciate it. Is this the team I want to bring in? Let me see. Oh, gate types. Look at this. Sticky key. You know what? Let's pull Namor in here. We'll diversify a little bit. I'm gonna swap. I don't think I need anything special for this quest, right? But anyway, let's. Maybe I want. Yeah, actually, I want hype. I want hype in there. Let's do that. Let's bring this team. Jesse J said it over 10. Dude, Jesse, thank you very much, man. Saying, all right, is 4-star unduped magic worth the rank up? I already have 440 Ghost Rider, 235 Sorcerer Supreme, and 4-star Dorm, not ranked up. P.S. Cheese is so good. Jesse, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 10. So unduped. I mean, magic doesn't technically need to be awakened, but the limbo ability that she gains from it is actually really powerful. That's right. There's an extra path up there. All right, we'll take that extra path. We'll go do that. So magic, I mean, she's a great champion to have. If you already have those, though, a little bit of a tough call. I mean, she could still be helpful because those other champions. I mean, Ghost Rider does have some power control, but not like magic does. But I'm also thinking, like, when you're using 4 stars in that 4-star territory, you don't need power control so much. You know, some of the nastier power control needed areas for 4 stars, I would say, would be something like Road to the Labyrinth. But who does Road to the Labyrinth anymore? Like, forget that. And then when you get to Act 5, there's like some Dormammus that it would help to control their power a bit or something. But generally, I would say you probably don't need an unawakened magic if you have those champs. She is a great champ, though, and like if you ever just said, you know what, dude, I love magic, and I want her on the team, like, you're not going to be wasting resources, you know? But in general, I would say with those mystics already, you're fine. You don't need to rank up magic too. So yeah, there's probably people in the chat right now thinking like, dude, you're just a magic hater. She's amazing and all this. She is, guys. Well, we gotta really think about it, you know. If the champion is needed or not, because rank up materials, they are not on an unlimited supply, you know. Doom, I think, is gonna make him a cakewalk with those gated paths. Oh boy, Doom. Oh, for Mordo, Roboto. Well, I wouldn't say cakewalk, man. That Mordo is still brutal, dude. But you got it. I believe in you. I totally believe in you. Won't be too bad. Ilac said it 05. Ilac, what's up, man? Thank you very much for the 2 toonies and a loony, saying 2 choices: bare knuckle fight Seed and squash the beef, or not fight him and keep the beef. Make your choice. Hashtag Morningstar deserved it. What? Morningstar deserved it? If by bare knuckle fight you mean bare knuckles on the MCOC arcade machine, then okay. But I mean these hands, man, they're. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you know this, but I'm also a hand model in the daytime before I do the streams at night. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't really have a choice. I can't hurt these beauties. I got a family to feed. You know. So yeah, if either it goes down, either we're throwing down on the arcade machine or we're keeping the beef. But dude, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it, man. Gutta, speaking of NYCC, what's up, Gutta? Send it over 3 saying above and thanks for what you do. Alright, what do we got? What's up, BG? This is the first time I've joined the stream since I've been sick with the virus. Oh no, dude. Sorry about Lola, and hope you two are doing good. It's also my birthday, 10 shards away from a 6-star. Okay. Damn, dude. Sorry to hear that, man. I hope you're doing better, man. Hope you get well soon if you're not doing better already. Dude, good luck with your 6-star. We're doing all right. But yeah, man, 10 shards away. Happy birthday, man. Hope you get someone good when you do get the rest of those shards needed. Yeah, actually, with that frown face, sounds like you're not doing better yet. But oh, okay, you did say you're doing better. Okay, all right, good, man. Good, dude. I know things are crazy in that area. But, dude, thank you so much. Good luck. Welcome back. Hope you get somebody really good. And yeah, man. Hope you could have still have a good birthday in these times. Alright, Hulkbuster. Don't armor up. I guess it doesn't matter with Hulkbuster, huh? He gains armor regardless, but anyway. He's down. He's down. Damn you, Twisted. You're like a jid of old times. Hand model one. Flip. What's up, Real Deals? Send it over 5 as well. Saying just did 6.3, halfway there. Let's hear it for, well, me. Nice, man. Good stuff. It's 6.3. It's got some brutal fights to it. I feel like we're seeing something similar to what we saw with Act 5, where once you got to like 5.2, the difficulty really it kind of changed from 5.1, and it feels like that happened with Act 6 as well, where it feels like 5.2 was a noticeable bump up. 6.2 was a noticeable bump up from 6.1, but after that, it feels like it kind of levels out. So yeah, man, if you're already making it through 6.3, I have full confidence that you will make it through the rest of Act 6. Good stuff. These hands are rated E for everybody. What's up, Dicer? Oh, Shark, you sent over $1 too. Well, thanks, man. I already read your last without even seeing the buck. Thanks, dude. Not Vask also sent it over 2 toonies and a loony, saying BG a hand model, so we can say he has a hand job. Oh my god. First off, boo. Second, yes. Third, it's not that kind. All right. But dude, thank you, man. Appreciate the toonies and the loonies. Easy sending over another $1 as well, saying BG forgot to ask. About to take up my 3rd rank 5. I was thinking Corvus, but I'm short tier 4 Cosmic. I have enough tier 4 Mystic, and I'm thinking Claire and then Corvus. I love them both. Sounds perfect, dude. Yeah, Claire is amazing, or so I'm told at least, because I don't have a high level one of her myself, but the little bit I did get to use of her, she does seem like a really good champion, and I will likely be taking my Claire up to rank 5 at some point. I've just been slowly kind of building her up over time, but yeah, she seems worth it. So yeah, man, I support that decision for sure. They'll be great. As good as it can be. Yeah, man, that's a good way to that's a good way to look at it, man. Let's see up with the same super chat when he goes live and see what he says. Stay tuned. All right, sounds good. All right, is there anything special with this Deadpool? Nope. Okay, guess not. Maybe there was some chat that I skipped that I maybe should not have skipped. I mean, I already know what happens. I know you unlock the gold thing, but I didn't know if there was something different to that fight, but I guess not. Just a easy Deadpool. Noah Pritchard said it over. Buck, give me 1 sec on that. Would you say Colossus is the best mutant? Ranked him up recently, and he is a beast. He is a beast for sure. I don't know if there is a best mutant. You know, it's all situational. It all depends on the content you're doing. As for the best champion, the best champion in the game, in my opinion, is Ghost. I feel like she's just a level or 2 or 3 or 4 above the rest of the champions in the game. But outside of that, it's pretty situational. If I could only have one mutant, it would be Omega Red. But Colossus, he's probably in like my top 5 most used champions these days. So he's a monster. He's pretty nutty. It's so crazy how strong they made him. Like, honestly, I don't know if we're out of the woods yet. I don't want to put that bad juju out there, but I don't know, you know, I don't even know what Kabam's plans are anymore with they're kind of revisiting champions 6 months later type of thing, but has it been 6 months yet? Are we out of the woods? I was thinking they might have been like, ooh, we didn't know he was gonna be that good. But yeah, I'm not even gonna say the word around it. But yeah. Oh, damn. Did I not read this note? Because I am getting wrecked. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess it's a good thing I brought that Namor, because I'm taking a lot of reflected damage. Okay. Well. But yeah, no, thank you for the buck. Thank you, everybody, man. Crazy amount of super chats to start the stream. Thank you, guys. Pixie Bell, what do we got? Baldy, I just pulled 5-star Medusa. Nice. Is it worth to awaken her and rank for her? Yes. Absolutely. Yep. Definitely worth. She doesn't need high sig level or anything like that. I mean, she benefits to some degree. Her you know, her auto block, you can make it completely reliable, but micro reflect. Okay, that's what it is. But yeah, she, you know, just taking her to just awakening her, sig level 1 is good enough. Jesse J sent it over to saying, who do I send my portfolio to for a job? Oh god. You could send it to contest of hand jobs. All right, I gotta stop this. .com or @gmail. I don't even know. Gosh. All right, I'm done. I'm done. No more hand jobs. Jesse, thank you very much, dude. It's family friendly, damn it. We're gonna keep it that way. We're gonna bring it back. World's Finest Dudes. Send it over to Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, so my last couple of 5 stars were Emma, Old Man Logan, and Storm, or Storm X, dude. Resources take some of them up to rank 3, but all my best 4 stars are mutants. Should I save resources for a different 5-star or rank up? I would probably... What are the 4-star mutants? Because those mutants that you mentioned, Emma, Old Man Logan, and Storm, none of them are bad champions, but I don't consider them to be on the same level of the likes of Omega, Colossus, Namor, you know, potentially a couple of others even as well. So if you already have those mutants, then you know you might want to just rank up a different class type for now. It wouldn't be a bad idea to bolster the rest of the class types before returning to the mutants. Though I would like they're really not bad champions. It's just they're not game changers to the point where it's just like automatic rank ups, I guess. That's what I'm getting at. It seems like you would maybe agree, because the way you asked that question, it sounds like you may already know that they're good, but not that good. Not automatic, amazing, need rank now type of good. So yeah, I would say maybe hold off for the time being. A little bit hard to say without knowing exactly what resources you got stashed and other champs ranked up and stuff like that, but I think it'd be a good idea to wait. Dude, thank you very much, though. Appreciate it as always. Chaz Cutter said it over 2, saying my rank 3 Q above. Okay. What do we got here? Here we go. Who would you rank 3 as a 6-star? Nick Fury, Stealth Suit, Korg, Elsa, or Ronin? I would immediately cross Korg off the list, personally. Okay, all unduped. Okay. Completed Act 6 100% and received a skill Tier 5 class Catalyst. Completed Abyss, but not 100%. I don't plan on it anytime soon. Okay. Well, I wouldn't rank 3 an unawakened Nick Fury. If Nick Fury was awakened, that would be a different story. And that would probably be my choice. I wouldn't rank up Nick Fury to rank 3. He's just not that good personally. I find him to be more of an average champion, a champion that's not bad necessarily, but not rank 3 worthy. I don't have enough experience with Elsa to really say about her. And then that leaves Stealth Suit. Stealth Suit Spidey doesn't need to be awakened. Some people really like him. There's actually quite a few rank 3s of Stealth Suit Spidey floating around. I don't know how you personally feel about Stealth Suit Spidey. This is so here. I mean, here's the thing. When it gets to this point in the game, too, talking rank 3 6-stars, a lot of it is personal preference. You know, if there's not a clear-cut decision, everybody kind of grows their own style in this game, their own champions that they like and stuff like that. So I can kind of talk about my own personal preferences, but at this point, it's pretty much has to be a decision that you got to make, you know. But I would put it between Stealth Suit Spidey. And this is even coming from someone who's not really a big fan of Stealth Suit Spidey, but he does offer some unique things that he brings to the table. Just a skill champion with slow is nice to have at times. And then I wish I had more experience with Elsa. I'm in the process of ranking up a 4-star just to get some experience with her, but I really have like none at this point. Or you could end up holding off. And, you know, 4th of July isn't that far away. If you aren't immediately drawn to one of those champions right now, because it seems like you're just kind of tossing all the skill champs out there. If you're not immediately drawn to any of them right now, maybe wait until 4th of July. Maybe there'll be a 6-star Awakening gem you can get, or maybe there'll be one in the upcoming Act 7 rewards or something like that, and you could, you know, potentially awaken one of those champs, which would ideally maybe be Nick Fury, and then rank him up type of thing. Like, honestly, if they were my champions and I was making that decision, I would be waiting. I don't feel strong enough about any of those to pull the trigger on a rank 3. But I would, if my hand was forced to make the decision right now on one of those champs, it would either be Stealth Suit, or I would mess around with Elsa more to see if I liked her. What is Elsa's Awaken ability even? Let me look into this. Where are you at, girl? Why am I not seeing you? Here we go. When fighting science champions, critical hits with Hellfire rounds deal additional... Wow, that's quite a bit of extra damage. When fighting #large or extra large champions, critical hits with Behemoth Busters deal additional damage. Elsa's critical damage rating is increased when fighting the final node in a quest. Okay, so not totally required by any means, but do miss out on some extra damage, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, man. I would personally hold off on it, but... Yeah, Pretty much I would narrow it down to, like, probably Stealth Spidey out of those. I don't know. I would hold, though, personally. But, man, thank you very much for the 2. I hope that at least helps in some way. Kind of a tough question to answer, you know. Suddenly a wild demonetized appeared. Nah, man, we're talking about hand models. Jesse J sent it over another 2 saying you opened the hand model door. It's true, I did open the hand model door, but, you know. The door could quickly be shut just as quick as it was opened. Alright, Red Hulk. Get out my face. It's going to be enough to finish him. Let's hope so, because my hands are off the screen. No, it's not. Crap. Okay. Jesse J, thank you very much for another 2, though, man. Appreciate it, dude. World's Finest Dudes sent over 5 as well, saying Max 4-star Mutants, Iceman, AA, Sunspot, Colossus going for uncollected. Okay. Yeah, I think you're good on Mutants, dude. I wouldn't be too quick to rank 3 any of the current Mutants that you have. Well, I was going to say maybe Emma because she's synergized with Colossus. It's a pretty good synergy, but no, actually no, I don't think I would. I think I would hold off. I think I'd hold off, man. When you know, if those champions will be there, you know, they're not going anywhere anytime soon, and your mutants are already pretty strong. I would probably look to rank up some other class types if you feel like you're lacking in any of the other class types. All right, let me pay attention to Storm's specials here. Still not like 100% confident in evading her L1 to the point where I could do it without much thought. Gotta like actually focus. When I was first fighting Storm, I was watching like myself and trying to watch for the projectiles, and I was getting crushed by it. And then I started watching her hand, basically. and that helped a lot. Noob also said it over 5, saying, should I rank 2 Black Widow Clairvoyant or rank 5 Sunspot? I love Sunspot and I'm not seeing the Clairvoyant hype. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll ask you. Dude, if you like Sunspot, just go with Sunspot. Claire, do you run Suicide Masteries? Because maybe that's why you're not seeing the hype. And if you love Sunspot, I'm thinking that you might not be running the Suicide Masteries just because he's not ideal to run with Suicides. So that could be part of it. But I don't have either champion at a high level. I don't have a 5 or 6 star Sunspot at all. And my Claire that I pulled, I just got her to... Alright, you know what? Let's go hit the arena. I just got her to rank 2, I think. I don't even think I have her at rank 3 yet. So I haven't tested her out in like end game content and stuff, but I do believe people when they say that that she's good. You know, from my limited experience. But yeah, I'm guessing maybe it's a mastery situation with you, if at all. Let me see. Okay, I was gonna see if you put it in the chat if you are running them or not. Wait, I run Suicides ironically and 4MD and still don't care much for Claire. Really? Wow. Okay. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Because between the two, I actually think I would prefer Claire for most situations, but I would still have to decide between the two just because Sunspot is great and he offers prowess for the fights that you need prowess and is really good for that. But I actually find myself gravitating a little bit more towards Claire actually. The sustainability of her. You know, especially for a suicide-friendly champion to be that sustainable. And you run Mystic Dispersion? Man. Yeah, but hey, at the end of the day, you got to rank up the champions that you like, you know? I say it all the time. Quake is amazing. Easily one of the best champions in the entire game. But I personally just don't enjoy playing her, so hey, same could be with you and Claire. And just go with Sunspot. It's not like you're ranking up a bad champion or something. You're just choosing between 2 good ones. But Noob, thank you very much. With 5. Tom sending over 5 as well. Man, guys, the super chats. Thank you so much, everybody. This is a crazy super chat train here. Saying, BG, a slice of apple pie is $2 in Jamaica and $2.50 in the Bahamas. These are the Pirates of the Caribbean. Holy crap. I don't know if 1 boo is gonna be enough for this. But we'll try. Boo. You also had a trombone, so that's really where the second boo comes from. Boo. Oh, man. Thank you for the 5. Don't everyone start following Tom's footsteps. We need an official name for Tom. The joke ringleader or something. I don't know, man. Have you ever thought about playing the Riddler? Actually, I guess they're not riddles. But either way. Boo. Gotta send it over to saying BG, rank 5 Claire or Sunspot. Hey, man, speaking of rank 5 Claire or Sunspot, eh? Seems like you're not alone in trying to make this this decision here. Yeah, well, as I was just saying, if I wasn't running Suicides, I'm sure I would pick Sunspot over Claire. But with running Suicides, I feel like I do gravitate more towards Claire, but I lack the experience of... I mean, I guess I don't lack experience with Sunspot since I did all the McFabio stuff. But it is a little bit different once you get to like Act 6. I don't know exactly what the limitations are in like Act 6 content. I imagine he's still really good for it, for a lot of the fights at least. But I also feel like I would end up using Claire more. But I could be wrong on that. They're both great champs. But yeah, I guess just the suicide friendliness of Claire and the fact that she could heal for the times where I slip up. Like, I really value that healing. So yeah, I think I'd personally go with Claire, but like I said, an easy mastery switch away would probably put me towards Sunspot. So, tweet sucker. What do we got, Dicer? Hold on. Oh, dude, if it moves, the way that it moves so slowly, is very satisfying to watch. That's cool, man. What is that? Do you need to move those things on top? It's a little bit small for me, so I can't exactly see. But is that like an additional lock on it? Either way, man, it looks pretty awesome. James Aris, am I saying that right? He sent over 2 saying, would you rank 3 ManThing Sig 40? Dang, dude, we're talking about a 6-star here? Maybe. Sig 40, huh? Alright, I love ManThing. I think everyone knows that. I really love ManThing. They're paint cans with magnets sitting on the bottom. The magnets unlock it. Damn, dude. That's pretty sweet. Okay, but I love ManThing. Everybody knows I love ManThing because ManThing's awesome, and I feel like everybody should love ManThing, but I know not everyone does. And I understand why not everyone does, because even though I think he's a pretty solid champion, I don't necessarily think that he's the best champion. You know, I do think there are more powerful mystics out there. Hey, I'm in the arena with one of them right now with Doom. So yeah, his prestige, this is what I wanted to look up real quick. His prestige is not bad. Like, depending on what your current prestige is, it's higher than the 5 stars, that's for sure. So, would I do it? Maybe. God, look at the base health. Oh my god, dude. 1 point. The one prerequisite point in greater vitality puts you over 50,000 health if you're not running glass cannon. Good lord. So yeah, I would maybe do it. I would have to really evaluate everything in my roster if I think that I'm going to get if I like, all right, let me put it this way. If I was looking at my 6-star roster and if I had an unawakened Doom where I could say, hey, if I pulled Doom again, or if I got an Awakening Gem for him or something like that, like, I would rather have Doom ranked up. Possibly 1 or 2 other Mystics as well. Mojo, I think I'd rather have ranked up than well, actually, I don't know. Kind of a tough call between the two, because you'd still, I mean, Mojo without him being high Sig level, I feel like is nowhere near as satisfying to play. So maybe I don't know about him, but yeah, it's a tough one, man. I would probably just be like, well, I gotta do it for the prestige, and then just make the rank up. You know, I think that's what I would do. think that's what I would do. But yeah, like, I mean, he is good on. He's not a bad defender too. So he's got that going for him. It's not like he's useless. I honestly think the amount of health that he has would make him like actually pretty good. So his Awaken ability. When below 50% health, you heal up. And the heal is not crazy, but it's every time you pop a special. And so it's like a constant healing. You just have this constant healing every... even at Sig 40, what is this? With the Recovery Mastery, it is... a tiny bit over 1,500. Divide that by 20 for the 10 seconds, and ticking every half second. That's just a constant 75 healing when below 50%. Like it's not bad at all. And if 50% is still 25,000 health, like it's pretty good. I actually think I can make use of the guy questing pretty well. I don't know. I'd probably do it. It's a very long, drawn-out answer, but I would probably do it. Yeah. But seriously, I would have to evaluate the rest of the champs in my roster and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd probably do it. Plus, just the fact that I personally love ManThing so much. If you're also in that same camp where you also love ManThing, then yeah. James, thank you very much for the 2. It is a tough one to answer as well, but yeah, thank you, dude. Alright, I am a little bit scrolled up here. Do you think Kabam has the nuts to continue the champ adjustment program and go after a certain someone whose name starts with D? Community will riot. Doom you're talking about, Hinach? I don't think Doom needs to be adjusted, personally. Well, I mean, I thought it was pretty ridiculous the amount of crit crit resistance that they gave him, but honestly, even if they did adjust that, it's like, okay, that's not really what people are using him for. So he would still feel just as powerful offensively and stuff. I don't think that. No, I don't think they would. I don't think they would adjust him. As far as if they have the nuts to adjust other champions, I don't know, man. I think they do, but I don't know what their plans are for it, man. Like, I really want to talk to Kabam about it, but how do you get a straight answer about something like nerfs? Because I feel like it's so situational, right? So that's all they'd be able to say is like, yeah, if a champion is overperforming, we will have to make the adjustments. But here's the thing about balance in this game. We don't know what Kabam intended for the balance to be. If they intended for a champion to just be bonkers, way ahead of the pack, super strong, well then, you know, they succeed, and then they don't need to adjust the balance for that champion. Whereas if they wanted a champion to be maybe 75% of that potential, and they ended up being 80% of that potential, and they're like, well, no, this was a little bit too much. We're going to tone this down. Like, we don't know what their intended strength levels for these champions are. That's what makes it so hard for me personally to be like, is a champion overperforming? Are they in danger of getting nerfed or something like that, you know? And there's no way that we're ever going to know that information, I don't think. So, it's kind of a bizarre situation when it comes to balance in this game. Because they're certainly not trying to make every champion on the same level, you know? It'd be easier to set, like, if that was their goal, it'd be a lot easier to be like, oh, well, dude, some of these champions are clearly way better, and some of them are clearly way worse. Tons of balance changes need to happen. but the game ain't really like that. I like sending over another loony. Give me 1 second on that. Yeah, we don't need to bait out splashes here. Where you at, I like? Normally I wouldn't interrupt you for Twitter, but can you? Yeah. Dude, Twitter interruptions are part of the stream. I don't mind Twitter interruptions. Let me see. Well, RIP 5-star feature grinding, kabam. We would normally rotate through our 4 stars while waiting on 5-star cooldowns. Now not even 2-star rank 5s are safe. This cancels 4 stars too. Yeah, it's been like this for a bit now. Basically, ever since the Abyss came out, I want to say. Basically, like as soon as people got more rank 3 6-stars, it's kind of the way the game's always been. Is the infinite streak is determined by the highest level of champions that you can go up against. So yeah, it does suck. These are, just looking at these are all lower PI rank 2s. I know the higher PI rank 2s are still safe. I think at least, actually. But yeah, it does suck. The infinite streaks, they are a-changin'. Once we get to rank 4 6-star champions, then things will really be changed. Because there's still ways to incorporate the rank 2s and rank 4 4-star champions, but do got to be extra careful with them now and mix them in with other champs and stuff. So it's just the nature of the arena beast. I actually I've been meaning to go through the, I've been wanting to do a 5-star feature grind for a while now. It's been a long time since the last time I did one. I'm not even sure exactly what the limitations are. We've talked about it in here in the past, and people have shared with me like some of the death matches they've gotten and limits in their own rosters. Apparently even like relatively high PI 440s are not safe. But hold on, let me go find that message that Aaron Abdo sent, because I got picture proof of his. Alright, so when I was thinking about going for Sorcerer Supreme, Aaron Abdo sent me some pictures of what was giving him death matches. Okay, yeah, he said, I think he said pretty much only his lowest team of rank 2s was giving him death matches. But yeah, relatively high 440s. He was only 1, 2, 3, 4. He was on his 5th team of 440s, I guess, that gave him a death match. But yeah, that's how it goes. Eventually the 4 stars are not really going to be able to be used much without mixing them in with like some stronger 5 stars. Thank you for the buck though, dude. Tom sending over another 2 as well, saying last 2 please, Hyperion lookalike. Oh, Tom, thank you. I feel like I can't boo you after calling me Hyperion lookalike. Where are your last 2? BG, do we want to know, do you want to know what my grandpa said just before he kicked the bucket? Watch me kick this bucket. I take it back. I can boo you. Boo. What was the other one here? load these in. I need to keep the grind going. BG, why do leg amputees win at everything? They can't be defeated. Wow. Again, boo. Boo these jokes. Hopefully there's no, hopefully there's no leg amputees in here that got offended by that. I was thinking maybe I shouldn't read that one, and then I read it anyway. But boo! I'm not going to be reading any more jokes like that on the chance that it's going to offend somebody. Thank you very much for the 2, though, Tom. I'm guessing you're going to want to take back your Hyperion lookalike compliment now. Is that possible? I can see you smirking. It ain't those jokes. Jesse J sending over $1 saying tweet. Okay. 1 sec. What do we got? What do we got? Actually, I don't see a... Oh, here we go. What is this? Homeschooling. I think he's ready for college already. Wow, dude. Starting a little young there. I hope this is soda at best. That's pretty awesome, though, man. It's a good way to have some fun at home. You sit on a throne of lies? Maybe so, but only lies about imaginary websites, not lies about these jokes. BG, should I take 4-star Domino to rank 5, have the Trinity, or take Venom the Duck to rank 3 as a 5-star? Goals are Act 5 100% and variants. Yeah, I would. For the variants, I feel like that Venom the Duck might be more helpful to get through variant 2. Because Domino, I don't know, she's okay for the variants, but it's not like she's amazing at them. And only a 4-star, might have a rough time using using Domino in the variants. But that said, I don't know, 4-star Domino wouldn't exactly be bad for Act 5, you know? So if you wanted to rank up Domino first to help with Act 5 and then go back and rank up Venom the Duck later, you could certainly do something like that. Or just go with Venom the Duck. Bit of personal preference on that one, I would say. I would probably just go with Venom the Duck myself, but not everyone likes Venom the Duck. And I also have a little bit of personal bias against Domino, because, I don't know, I just don't really enjoy playing Domino so much. So. Wish I was independent like that to get a job at that age. Oh, talking to Roboto. Man, I feel like I'm always out of the loop with the Roboto conversations. Either Pixie Bell and Roboto, or Shark and Roboto, or Super Dirty Pickle and Roboto. Roboto. I never know what. I always join too late. BG had been waiting for Ghost for so long that I've gotten 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5 Tech Gems, and a Tech Awakening Gem. Wasn't even luck. I have so many others. It's just been that long. So long, BG. I hear you, man. I hear you, dude. I'm sitting on some rank up gems myself. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we both pull a Ghost soon. What's up, Quick Shot? BG took 6-star Sorcerer Supreme to rank 2. Took a bit to get used to her, but she sold the Tenacity Path in 6.4.6 and finished with a full bar. After most fights, I feel invincible. She's really good, right? She does take a little bit of time to get used to. But she's really good. You know what the thing is about Sorcerer Supreme, too? it's more of just getting used to like visually looking at the fight and understanding what's going on. You don't even necessarily need to play her in like a crazy different way. It's more of just like kind of it's like a visual understanding of things from my experience, at least from my limited CCP testing experience. But man, I really wish she didn't go for so much in the arena, because I did want to grind for her. But that's awesome, man. Congrats on your 6-star rank too. Sounds like you're killing it with her. What the fudge? What the fudge in the fudge cake from Buffalo Wild Wings that I had earlier is up, Bry Guy. What up, J Divine? Took my crossbones to rank 5 to deal with them pesky warlocks and guillotine 2099 with the flow defensive tactic. Wish me luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Flow is fun. It's real fun. BG, how do you call yourself a ManThing fan if you haven't ordered a ManThing Lover Club pin? You're right, dude. I did like the way that pin looked, man. I did really like it, but you know, you can't exactly call me like a minimalist or anything like that, or I certainly wouldn't call myself that. But I do try to keep things as clutter-free as possible. Like I'm still trying to get rid of things that I own right now, just because the apartment that we moved into was actually quite a bit smaller than the last one we were in. And yeah, I like still can't bring myself to get rid of my drum set, but I feel like it's inevitable. I feel like I have to do it. So even something as small as a little pin, I'm like, no. Nothing, no more physical things in this world or anything that I could have. I need digital only. Oh, come on, really? Stupid dumb mama. Catch me with that heavy. Doobie Addict sent it over too, saying, PG, check out the tweet I just sent you. So hyped. Alright, what do we got? Let's see. Is this you, I'm guessing? Ooh, nice. Congrats on Cav. Ooh, nice. Congrats on getting some solid luck out of your, I'm guessing, one of your first few Cav crystals here. Good stuff. Dude, I'm guessing this is out of the same 10. Awesome. Damn, dude. Getting some more luck. That's awesome, man. Good stuff. Your 5-star roster, it just got a bit better. It just got a nice upgrade right there, man. Good stuff. Very good stuff. BG, with all this not doing anything but work and staying in my apartment, well, I'm reading this in the worst possible way. Let me start over. So BG, with all this not doing anything but work and staying in my apartment going on, I've decided to start flossing. You're bold. You're a bold man to start flossing. But how do you floss your molars? I gotta be honest with you. I've only flossed a handful of times in my life. I'm not the person to ask about flossing. I know that's not a good thing. I've always feel like I've had good hygiene with my teeth when it comes to brushing my teeth, at least. But with flossing, dude, I just never do it, man. Just never do it. So good luck to you. You're a bold man. BG, when is the next Act 6 completion video coming? I should have just streamed it today. I didn't stream it today because I said I was gonna upload. I was gonna work on videos and upload a video, and then I didn't upload a video. The last 24 hours for me were kind of funky, and I should have just streamed. So I don't know. I was planning on streaming daytime tomorrow, but because this last 24 hours for me were so kind of messed up, just in terms of having trouble, like not messed up in any like serious way, just messed up in terms of like having trouble sleeping, and that kind of sending me on a downward spiral for the day. Trying to get some things done with updating my stream and kind of running into some dead ends there, things like that. I never even got out a video today. I really want to get one out tomorrow, but I'm probably going to stream tomorrow. I'll probably just try to do both. I'll probably work on a video after the stream tonight, if I can't sleep again. And then, yeah, I'll probably step back into 6.4 in the daytime. And yeah, so probably in the next 12 to 14 hours or so will be a day stream of Act 6. Just Jay sent it over another 2 saying, BG, please read Sean's tweet. He's OC. Alright, hold on. Jesse, thank you very much for another 2. What do we got here? I'm not sure if I see the tweet that you're talking about. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we're not talking about a tweet here. We're just talking about a message in the chat. Maybe that's what we're talking about. Curse Kabam, so close to duping Medusa, then it rolled over to Diablo. That's the crystals for you, man. The troll overs. They are endless in this game. Please don't please don't spam though. I'm seeing someone else was saying you're spamming. It does seem like you sent that message a lot, very rapidly. You got to give it a little bit more time between sending the messages. Copy and pasting in the chat is welcomed, as long as you got to give some time between, you know, like a few minutes between pasting the message in there again, because otherwise it just clutters up the chat, and then it actually makes it more difficult to read the messages rather than helping. Jesse, thank you for the 2. Normal Norbid Sizzle sent it over 2 saying Joe Mama. Just Joe Mama. Wow, dude. Norman, thank you for the 2. I don't know why, man, but I kind of miss the time of the Your Mama jokes. It's been a very long time since I ever talked about anyone's mother. But I kind of miss those days, you know? I feel like those were the elementary school days. That's when it was really at its peak for the mama jokes. I remember being like, you know, outside playing kickball or Foursquare or something like that. Just hearing mama jokes endlessly. I miss it. It was simpler times, you know. But dude, thank you for the 2. You did boo Legacy's dad? I did boo Legacy's dad. I still feel bad about that. BG, real quick, should I awaken Sunspot and use all my 6 stones, or save for Namor? I think I'd play him unawakened. His awakened ability is not bad, but it's also not needed. Whereas someone like Namor is, in my opinion, kind of garbage without the awakening. So, maybe garbage is too extreme, but he really needs to be awakened. So yeah, I would save the awakening, save the 6 stones. Doobie Addict sent over another 2 saying sent another tweet. You're not going to believe this. What'd you get now? Whoa, dude. What in the... Well, congrats on your Corvus now. Damn, dude. Your account, by achieving the Cav title, that is the most game-changing Cav title I think I've ever seen. Cav title, some Cav crystals, and suddenly your roster. Listen, everybody. I need to warn everybody right now. This is not normal, okay? Do not go out there and, I mean, you know, if you feel like opening Cav crystals, don't let me stop you, I guess. But do need to warn you that not everybody gets this lucky. This is some extreme luck right here. Pulling all these awesome 5 stars. But man, when you got it, I guess. Congrats, man. Some really good luck. Good stuff. Normal Norman Sizzle sending over another 5, saying on a serious note, I have a serious spending problem in MCOC, and I don't have the urge to play Arena anymore. Please help. I don't know how much I could help. Maybe look away from Doobie Addict's crystal openings. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Take that warning I just said. Man. Yeah, I don't know. I would... Here's what I would do. I think if you have like a serious spending problem in this game, where you're spending more than you would like, I think maybe just setting up some rules for your account might be the best thing to do. You know, make it so that, like, okay, if you're gonna spend, only spend on the really, really, really good offers or something like that. I think the Cav crystals are the biggest danger because it's so easy, just 300 units in a second for them to be gone. And the Cav crystals, they're always there, you know. It's not like it's a special offer that comes around on the 4th of July or Cyber Monday or something like that. Or just some other random special offers throughout the year. Because some of the offers are pretty good. I mean, we just got a mastery offer where it was like $20 for a whole bunch of cores and stuff like that. You know, pretty good offer. But yeah, I would try to stay away from the Cavs. I'd really try to stay away from the Cavs if you feel like you're spending a bit too much. As far as the urge to you know, don't have the urge to play Arena anymore, that I'm not sure if I could help so much, other than trying to take your focus off of the Arena, turn on a movie while you're grinding, maybe while you're enjoying a podcast or something like that. If you don't run the Suicide Masteries, well, they do make grinding the Arena a million times better, but I also understand not everybody likes running Suicide Masteries. But yeah, you can maybe try unlocking those. Yeah, man. Thank you very much for the 5. Hopefully you could still find a way to enjoy the game without spending more than you would like. Easy sending over another $1 saying, BG, I bought 5 Cavs last night to celebrate getting Cav and got 4 3 stars and a 4 star. That sounds more like it. Yeah. Bummer, dude. Sorry that you didn't get lucky as well, but that's typically how it goes. Pixie Bell. Oh, and I also got 5-star Proxima Midnight. Thoughts, oh shiny one? Proxima, she's interesting. She's not a bad champion, but kind of difficult to play. One of the more difficult champions in the game to maximize her potential, I would say. But if you can maximize her potential, then she has, I believe, the hardest hitting special 3 in the game. I don't think anyone even comes close. Like, you know, she actually is pretty good. She can parry projectiles. She supports one of the most commonly used champions in the game of Corvus, with a nice synergy for Corvus. But most people, I would say, can't overcome the either. Maybe it's not that they can't overcome the difficulty of Proxima, but rather just don't want to, and it's safer to play other champions. Because you normally don't... That's the thing about Proxima, is she has crazy potential, but it's like that potential is never needed. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts about Proxima. Solid champ, just hard to use. Do you feel bad booing me, BG? Sometimes, Tom, yeah. I legit do. Because you're very supportive of the stream and me and Laura and everything, and I definitely appreciate that. And I started booing people that made jokes before you ever came along, Tom. So it's not a personal thing, but I do feel like you've become the joke ringleader, and because you encourage other people to then make jokes too, I have to keep booing you. It's just the way it is, man. It's just the way it is. Alright, let's keep the grind going. Used to be a huge spender, now I just buy July 4th and Cyber Monday deals. Account hasn't suffered much in doing this. Yeah, I mean, so, I guess the other offers that are can maybe keep you in check too. Like, let's go look at it. So, if I was a spender in this game, I would pick up the collector daily card, and I would also, I don't know about the summoner sigil. I would maybe get the summoner sigil too. I don't know. I guess it would depend on financial situation and stuff like that, because I would maybe only get it sometimes, type of thing. But I think the collector's daily, you know, $5 for 735 units, like, that's pretty good, you know? So maybe like some combination of these things, and then the really special big offers that come around and stuff like that. And I feel like if you do that, and you also don't have to do that, obviously, right? Like, I mean, oh, what is this? You've chosen well. Okay. Anyway, I was about to say I'm an example that, yeah, you can play this game without spending, but actually I kind of don't like being that example. So there are other people out there who also don't spend in this game, and they also get really far and things like that. But yeah, if you're looking for ways to keep the spending in check, I would recommend just setting up rules that you have for yourself that are just unbreakable. Like, get it out of your mind that you're gonna spend money on cav crystals. Maybe save up units this way, if you, to, like, satisfy that itch of trying to go for a new champion in the cav crystals. Maybe, you know, if you've saved up some units, but even that I don't know if I'd recommend. It's so expensive. The chances are not in your favor. I'm kidding, BG. I know you're a sweetie pie. Okay, good. 'Cause really, there's nothing but love, Tom. But I am gonna keep booing you. If you feel bad, then a day stream tomorrow to make it up to me. I don't know if I feel that bad. No, I'm just kidding. I probably will do a day stream tomorrow anyway. It's a loving boo. Yeah, exactly what Star said. Howdy, BG. Have you heard that Kabam have decided 10 months later that Morningstar is too OP for 6.2 champion and are removing her ability to regen in the final phase? I did hear about that, yes. Um, I kind of understand, but it's weird that it took this long for them to make that decision. Because if they... Okay, so if that content came out and, like, the day after, or, like, that within that week, they're like, hey, you know, we're monitoring how people are going through this content, and we realized there's an issue. We never meant for this champion to heal when there's 0 damage dealt, something like that. I'd be like, okay, that's, you know, understandable. But it's kind of messed up allowing people to all this time make rank up decisions, and people are... That's a tough fight. You're making a rank up decision based on that fight, and Morningstar happens to be a really good option for it. It's like, why take so long to do it? Either leave it alone and just say, hey, for this one fight we're gonna allow it, but in all other instances, in going forward, dealing 0 damage, it's not gonna be good. Or we're just like, let the community know right away. Even if you don't make the change right away, even if you can't fix the bug right away because it's a complicated issue or something like that, okay, fine, but let people know so that they're not making the rank up decision. I don't know why Kabam... They've done this a few times where they kind of just let people make these rank up decisions before letting everybody know. So yeah, it's kind of a messed up situation, but at the same time, I do understand, like, dealing 0 damage, to me it makes sense that you wouldn't heal off of a 0 damage hit, so yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird situation. E. Brooks send it over to saying, hey BG, do you have a video on becoming Cavalier? I don't think I do. No. On becoming Cavalier, I don't think I do. I know there are some videos out there with tips on becoming Cavalier, which those videos, I've never watched them, but I'm guessing they basically just take you through kind of the easiest paths in 6.1, because I think that's all you really need to know, is which paths are a bit easier to get through it. Couple of tips that I can share that are that I would have included in a video if I had one is that you need a solution to the Crossbones boss that's in the 5th quest. You need a solution to that fight, which is in the 5th quest, which it's Crossbones with Biohazard that can heal as well. So you need a champion that is bleed immune, that can either prevent healing or just deal decent damage. Or you gotta suffer through the brute force way of just bringing in a high damage dealer that's not bleed immune, that can, you know, just deal lots of damage, and you're gonna have to pop a couple of revives, handful of revives to get through. And then there's a lot of difficult robot fights in 6.1. You know, Ultron boss, Sentinel boss. So champions that can counter robots could be pretty helpful. And yeah, from there, I would say it's just a matter of trying out the content. The first quest, I found to be really difficult when I went through it on my McFabio account. But it's not too bad once you have the right champions and everything. So if you find it to be too difficult, no worries. Then just back out and you know, wait to rank up some additional champions to help you out and stuff. And yeah, as far as the first quest goes, champions that can defeat opponents without needing to bait too many specials, I found to be really helpful. So like Iceman, and you can just push the opponent to an L3 as long as you have your ice armor up, or opponents that just, or champions that just deal lots of damage, like Archangel with his heavy attacks, getting neurotoxins, things like that, or power controlling champions. But yeah, I definitely recommend doing a YouTube search if you want more information. I'm sure there's some tips that they can learn from those videos that I don't know off the top of my head, you know. But thank you very much for the 2. Really appreciate that. They changed Claire for the 10% champion. Someone then posted a... guy? I'm guessing that's bug thread pointing out MS did it also. They investigated and changed it. It's not like they were sitting on it. I don't know about that. I mean, they were... It's one of the most difficult fights in the game, so I feel like they would be monitoring this stuff. Maybe they didn't realize it, I guess. But I don't know. People were using Morningstar in that fight from pretty early on. So to me, it's a little weird that I went this late. But I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's not something that that I'd be freaking out over. It's just a little weird. That's all. So I don't know. I know some people are really upset about it. But I guess, like I said, I can understand the change that they're making. It's just I wish they went about it a little bit differently. That's kind of all it is for me. Change so the prowess has no effect. They did say the change won't come till June update at earliest also. Yeah, still some time. That is I mean, that is pretty good that, like, they're giving people time. Like, if you did make a Morningstar rank up decision based on the champion boss, I guess you have plenty of time to hop in there and make use of that Morningstar. So that's the thing, is like, I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a weird situation, but it's definitely not one that I'm freaking out about. No way they couldn't realize that people were making YouTube videos almost right out of the gate. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. Maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they thought that it was kind of cool at first, especially when the champion boss had maybe not as many options as there are today. You know, there was always a decent amount of options by the time you get that far into Act 6, but they've released some other champions since then, obviously, if it's been almost a year that's gone by, that have also been helpful for the fight. And maybe now, you know, when somebody brought it up to them, maybe they thought, okay, you know what? Let's make the change. I really don't know. I really don't know, like, what goes on behind the scenes with that stuff, you know? There are many other situations where you can lifesteal without actually dealing damage to opponent's health bar, but I don't really expect Kabam to be consistent. Well, they might go looking for those now and adjust those too. Because, like, I don't know. So lifesteal is a mechanic that works in a ton of different games. And in games that I play, or like in games that I've played before MCOC, it's always been that way, where it works off of the damage done, right? It's a percentage of the damage that you're dealing. And in every other game, if you're dealing no damage, well, then you're also stealing no health. So It's kind of how I expect the mechanic to work, just from years of playing with the mechanic in every other game. But either way, honestly, I don't know, man. Like, there's not much else to say about it, so if there's upcoming content where that would affect designing it, then that could be a factor, maybe. Possibly. Hey, Big G, what are your thoughts on Dr. Voodoo for first 5-star? I think that's a great first 5-star. One of the kind of unfortunate parts about that being your first 5-star is that I know your Dr. Voodoo is not awakened yet. And the awakened ability is kind of a big deal for Voodoo. It's kind of a big deal for him. So it's a great pull. And, you know, when you get Voodoo awakened, you'll be happy that that was your first 5-star. For the time being, you might still be able to use him, but you might also just find using other champions to be a bit better. But for example, like, you could use him. I don't know if you've gone through the Venom fight in Act 4 yet, but you can use him in that Venom fight to convert all of, you know, just use your special one against that Venom, and you convert all the buffs to poisons. And yeah, like, there'll still be uses for him, but his awaken ability is kind of it's kind of a big deal for Voodoo. So but yeah, that's a great first 5-star to get. You're off to a good start. Good morning, BG. What's up, Enzo? Just joined the stream. What is the controversy that you're talking about? Oh, we're just talking about the someone asked about the Morningstar change against the champion boss, where you can no longer, well, in a future update, you're not going to be able to health steal when dealing 0 damage with Morningstar anymore. But yeah, there wasn't much to say about it. I'll quickly give my opinion on it again. The change to me, it kind of makes sense just with lifesteal mechanics in general. It's based off of the damage dealt, so I understand the change, but I wish they would have just said that they, you know, I wish they would have stated how the interaction was supposed to work earlier, so that people didn't make the decision to rank up Morningstar for a specific fight like that. But at the same time, they're still giving people like a few months before it's fixed, where if they did make that rank up decision, they could take down the champion with that Morningstar. So it's like, okay, it's really not that big of a deal. Not perfectly handled, but really not that big of a deal, in my opinion. Super Dirty Pickle sent over 10, saying, I move into my house on Monday. Crazy. So have $10. Well, thank you. Say hello to Laura for me. Hope you guys are doing well. Love it and other awesome stuff. Super Dirty Pickle. Thank you, man. Good luck with your move, dude. Monday. That's only a few days away. Good luck with all that, man. And that's going to be awesome when you're all settled in, I'm sure. But dude, thank you very much for the 10. Do you need help moving? Would you like me to come help you move? Just like I helped Aaron Abdo move, even though I didn't. Is that the Claire nerf also, or is there a different one for her? No, I think that's the change with Claire as well. I think, as far as I know, that's the only change with her. Again, it's just a lifesteal issue where, yeah, It's just changed for the final 10% of that fight. Or at least that's the only part of the game that I'm aware that things were changed. I don't know if there's other, like when Luke Cage goes indestructible or whatever. I'm not sure if the lifesteal interaction changed for that as well. The only one I've ever heard talked about is the champion boss, but that's likely just because, well, it's the frickin' champion boss. And that fight is already so tough. Oh, man. I tried to parry that. If you parry projectiles, does that complete a mission? Oh, whatever. Awaken Warlock or Sentinel? Probably Sentinel. I actually think Warlock is the better of the two champions. So if you only have the rank and materials for one, I would probably just rank up Warlock and leave him unawakened even. But if you can rank up both, then yeah, I would awaken Sentinel. Never feed him any Sig Stones, just leave him at Sig level 1. And use both champions. So a little bit of a funny situation. You could choose to... the other thing about Warlock, too, is that he does have solid prestige. So if prestige was a factor, if that was a concern, or if you just said, hey, I only want one of these robots ranked up, and you don't care about the other, and you just want to go all in on one, then you can go Warlock. But between the two, I don't think his Awaken ability is anywhere near as important as Sentinel's is. So if you wanted to, for example, use both of those champions to get through Variant 3, if you hadn't already done that, they could make a great team. Just bring both of those in the same team, have Sentinel Awakened, and crush that content. Yes, parry projectiles does? Okay, alright. I figured it would, because it's still a parry at the end of the day, but I wasn't totally sure. BG, it's your Bobcat bro here. You won't believe this, and the chat will call BS on it, but I opened my second 6-star the other day and caught a ghost sandwich between 2 Black Panthers. Nice, man. Good stuff. Congrats. Dodged some bullets there. Pulling an amazing champ. BG, think fight question. I get him to 15 rock stacks. He throws his special, and sometimes all the stacks aren't gone. Am I missing something? He's at 15, and he throws a special, and they don't get removed? There's no interaction that I'm aware of that does that. I don't know if there's some sort of ability accuracy mechanic at play here, but anytime anytime thing has been at 15 or higher, all those stacks get removed from me. If anyone else in the chat has had that happen to them and figured out what's going on, let us know. Patch notes don't single out the champion. It's clairvoyant ability, lifesteal when dealing no damage. Okay, alright, that's what I figured. I figured it would be all situations where no damage is dealt. But didn't they already nerf Shulky's Heavy because of its effectiveness in that fight? Kind of, yeah. That's really what was like the red flag for changing that ability. But it's possible they would have changed that ability even without that fight. After, like, I don't know how many people were doing the heavy attack thing before that fight. Certainly some people were, but I didn't really know about it until I saw people able to combo in her heavy. And I think most people didn't know about it. And yeah, once it became a common thing, a common practice. Yeah, they changed it. I think they changed that about a month after that content came out, something like that. which I would have. Again, like, I understand them changing it, but I still wish they would have said something a little bit sooner. I always wonder about that. Like, why don't they just say something right away? Is it them taking time to figure out if they should make the change, and maybe it's a tough call for them? Or is it them not wanting to call out something like that because then people, you know, would maybe jump on that trick a little faster or something like that? I mean, it's just curiosity, I guess. Like, I always want to be a fly on the wall for some of the meetings they have about changes to the game, you know? It's the Abyss fight, and it's happening consistently. Oh, there might be something special in the Abyss. I don't know. I've never done that that fight. BG, Arena is king. Arena is king, dude. I got like 4K units in 2 weeks, then plowing through Pats in Act 6, and then rinse and repeat. I love it. It's a lot to get every milestone, every single arena, but hey, it works. It damn sure does, man. The arena, so important. So good. BG, almost about to gain 5-star crystal number 10. I'm excited and I'm hoping for someone good and to help me gain uncollected. Wish me luck. Good luck, man. Hope you get someone that can help you with just that. Good luck. There were a lot of champions that could chain heavies together. Yeah. But they all sucked until She-Hulk rework. Pretty much. Like, Old Man Logan could do it too, right? There were a bunch, though. Actually, I think Vision was one of them. Was it all of the uppercut champions too? I can't remember all of them, but I do remember people finding like a whole bunch of champs. BG, you think there should be a tier 5 arena? A tier 5 arena? Like a tier 5 Catalyst arena? No, I don't think so. I think tier 5 class Catalyst right now should be reserved to the highest level content. And even if you made like an extra arena that was in some way difficult or something like that, like, nah, I think for right now and probably for a while, tier 5 class Catalyst should stay out of the arena. Keep that stuff to high-level story content. Even the Cavalier difficulty, when they come out with that, could have some fragments. Then Alliance War, Alliance Quest, things like that. I've lost how many tangents you made, Baldy? It's okay, Pixie Bell. No one can count that high. Not even Bill Nye the Science Guy. I don't know why. I don't know why his name came to mind, but BG, I have like 18 tier 4 basics and no big rank ups to do. Should I focus on ranking my 5s to rank 2 or 4 stars to rank 4 and 5? Yeah, I would go with the 5 stars. Sorry, it took me a second to reread it. I would like, anytime you can, if you have resources to get the ball rolling on your 5 stars, and you don't actually have it, like you're just ranking up champions just to use extra resources and maybe for the arena or something. Whenever you can focus the 5 stars, generally that's better. If you're running out of tier 1 alphas though, just be cautious of that. You don't want to burn all of your tier 1 alphas that you would maybe need to use for some of the higher level 5-star rank ups, but as long as you're managing those, then yeah, go with 5s. The only other situation in which I'd recommend going with 4 stars, I guess, is if you really like to grind like the 4-star basic arena. If you're consistently farming the 4-star basic arena to get the new champions each time, I think that's really important actually, and maybe sometimes overlooked. Just collecting them, even if you're not going to use them. Just so that next time you open up a 4-star crystal, it's a higher chance that you're duplicating a champion, higher chance that you're getting all the ISO bricks that you can either use or sell for gold. So if you're finding yourself struggling to grind for those, getting more 4-star champions ranked up could ease that process. Assuming you're even grinding the arena, because I know not everybody even does grind the arena, but... Arceus is a cool-ass champ, but you'd be kicking yourself if you dropped it in him and pulled the hype, Medusa, Corvus, etc. anytime soon. What are we talking about? Someone asking about... Arceus versus another champ? Arceus doesn't need to be awakened. If we're talking about just awakening gem. Hello, sir. Doc McShoddy. What's up, dude? I've been here. I just did the final pass of 6.3.3 Havoc Quest. 3 down, 3 quests to go for 6.3, 100%. Slow grind. Nice, man. You're getting there, dude. ABG, how can I deal with the can't stop, won't stop node on Sorcerer Supreme? I don't have Thing or Human Torch. Please help. Well, you need someone to go unstoppable with. I don't know. I don't have an entire list of all champions that go unstoppable off the top of my head. But is there a synergy, I think, with like Luke Cage and the champion? Does that work? I remember people tested that initially, and I can't remember if it did work or it didn't work, or if there was a change to make it then work. I don't know, but just any champ that can go unstoppable. Thing is generally considered to be one of the best options for it. And I mean, if you can't go unstoppable, technically it is still possible to get through the fight. It's just it's going to be pretty slow going. Your damage is going to be a lot lower. Oh, Captain Marvel goes. Wait. Cap Marvel, Nick Fury, and Rogue. Wait, does Cap Marvel? Does she go unstoppable? Man, I know so little about Cap Marvel. I know she has Furies and Indestructible and whatever else. But yeah, I'm guessing that's you're replying to that, or maybe you're answering someone else's. Kingpin Heavy would work. Kingpin's pretty rough to use, but I think so. Void worked like a charm on her. Oh, actually, yeah, I could see Void being pretty good. Your damage output, it's not going to be as high, but just the fact that you'll be managing her power the entire way, even if it's a slower fight. Where is the Sorcerer Supreme even? Monthly didn't have can't stop, won't stop, did it? May as well add a node to the champion boss. Game changer, any champion or ability which proves to be too effective against this fight shall be permanently erased from existence. There have been some changes from them. They have released some newer options for it too, though, so... But yeah, he's a dangerous one. Oh, it's for the shard side of the bonus quest. Okay. Got it. If Void works, I can use him. Yeah, I think your damage will be a bit lower, but because of her natural power gain, once you get Petrifies going, you definitely control the fight. If you have a 5-star Killmonger to throw on the team, or, well, I guess it doesn't have to be 5-star, but... BG, any plans on Crystal opening video? I do need to do a big crystal cleanup video at some point here, sometime soon-ish. So I don't know exactly when, but there's going to be many crystals opened at some point. BG, if you could make a new mastery, what would it be, and what champs would it be geared towards? Chris, I really am a big fan of the idea to make individual masteries for champions. I made a video about it. I basically just took the idea from Dota 2, where every champion gets a small mastery tree, where it's just like an A or B option of, okay, A gives you increased attack, B gives you increased health, kind of thing, you know? And there's like a small mastery tree where you have to make that decision a few times, and you can make it more custom towards that specific champion's needs. I'm a bigger fan of that, so I'm sure there's probably some things I could think of for the masteries that affect all champions, but I think they're less interesting. Because it's so dangerous. Adding a new mastery, like, some of the champions are already so strong, and if you add a mastery, it could potentially just make them like even stronger while keeping the weaker champions not as strong. Like, it'd be hard to kind of navigate that on a roster-wide mastery where you try to come up with a creative option that doesn't like break the game, basically. But I think it's not nearly as hard. It would still take a ton of work, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it'd be better for the game overall if Kabam went that route. I don't think they will, but I think they're going to stick mostly to synergies, if I had to guess, but I'm hoping that they do something to increase customization outside of synergies. Real deal. Flip, sending over another 2. Saying 6.4.5 down, one more. Yeah, yep, me. Nice, man. Good stuff. Keep it going. Cruising through it. Good stuff, man. Good luck on the final quest. Good luck with the Grandmaster. Recommend checking out some of Legacy's or MSD's solo videos and stuff, you know. BG's promise for a big crystal opening is the same as waiting to see a unicorn. Well, I take that as a compliment, because unicorns are quite spectacular to see, you know. Actually, are they even? Is anybody out there really like, oh man, I just want to see a unicorn just once in my life? I'd look at it. Ah, crap. I tried to do the reverse controls evade, and she's not awakened. I think each champ could have 2 SIGs, with one requiring cores to be unlocked. Would you have to choose between them though, or would both just be activated? Just permanently both on. Because here's the thing. The more you stack power in one champion, the harder it actually becomes to justify even investing rank up resources in other champions. Like, if a champion, so let's take an already strong champion, and I won't use my the normal champions that I consider already strong. Let's find someone different. let's say Stealth Spidey. I don't really talk about Stealth Spidey as being an OP champion, but many would consider him to be strong, right? Okay, so let's say... Actually, I don't know if Stealth Spidey would be the best example of this. But whatever, I'll continue down that line of thought. So we're looking at Stealth Spidey, and you just double up his Sig ability, and instead of increasing the, well, in addition to increasing the potency of Fury, he gains an entire new ability that allows him to heal for 10 to 40% of the damage that he inflicts or something like that. So now he's got his other utility, plus he has healing and stuff. So now you're looking at a champion that, although he has low max health and everything, you can basically keep him topped off. And then it becomes harder to justify ranking up champions that have heals because you already have a champion that heals in your roster, something like that. I guess even if you just get to choose between the two, I don't know. This is a terrible example. Forget everything I just said. This is just a bad example, but there was a point underneath that bad example. I swear, there was something there. I just picked a really bad example for it. Cores to unlock one of the two, but only one could be activated per quest, almost like a pre-fight ability type of thing, but pre-quest. PG, how good is 6-star Invisible Woman? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it's a great pull. Any of the Fantastic Four as a 6-star is awesome. Just setting you up for the future for when you need to use them. But I actually can't tell you exactly how good she is. I feel like she's possibly underrated by the community. But I also haven't spent enough time with her to know if she's actually underrated. Or if she's just an okay-ish champion. A little bit hard to say on that one. I recommend maybe giving her a bit more time just because she might be better than people are giving her credit for, but I don't actually know how good she is. PG, check Twitter for my 10th 5-star crystal result, please. Okay. What do we got? I'm going to skip a long bit here. Ooh, well. Sorry, man. Hopefully you get someone, hopefully you get someone better next time, dude. ABG, the itemless runs were on point. Matt, glad you enjoyed them. These would be unique abilities for the awakened abilities. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. Generally, I like the idea of finding ways to make the champion more powerful. And if Kabam did something like that, Super Dirty Pickle, I'd be on board with them having like just another awakened ability that you can choose between. I think I still do like the individual mastery tree idea a little bit better though, just because the highest tier is something that you'd have to be unlocked. Like for the idea that I was talking about, you'd still have to unlock it, and it would be something similar to an awakened ability, but not quite as powerful. It'd be like a more unique ability than the other tiers that you customize your champion with, but not quite on the same level as an awakened ability. And I think the reason why I like that better, instead of having to like choose between awaken abilities for the champ, I think it's I think it helps to keep the identity to the champion a bit more. I don't know if that even makes sense either, man. Because really, the tiers I was talking about, I guess they can really change the awaken ability quite a bit. And I guess that could change the identity of the champion too. So I think I'm just spouting out a bunch of words out of my butt tonight, man. None of the things I'm saying are making sense. I guess I don't know. I just really like the idea of having the mini mastery tree on an individual champ basis. But if Kabam wanted to go that route and they said, "Hey, we're gonna allow you to unlock a different awaken ability, or upgrade your awaken ability, or do something any way at all that Kabam could think of to allow us to further strengthen our champions," like, dude, I'm on board. You know, you don't even have to sell me on it. I'm in. You know. Arturo Navarro sent it over to, thank you very much, saying, "Hey, BG, is 4-star thing unawakened worth rank 5? Yes, he does not need to be awakened. I think it depends on your roster and all that. He's not an immediate, absolute, definite rank up when unawakened. But yeah, I think he's a great champion. He's actually immune to the buffet node because he can't be nullified. So thinking about where you're at in the game as a 4-star champion, he can be helpful for that quest in Act 5 or other areas of Act 5 where you'll see buffet. He can be useful even as a 4-star in content as high as the variant difficulties. I've seen some really impressive things with a 4-star thing with some synergies in Variant 1, Variant 2. I don't know exactly how helpful he'll be for something like fighting the Collector, just because his initial damage in the fight might not be super strong, although with the synergy, maybe it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, I would say he's worth going to rank 5 ultimately. Always depends on what other champions you have, but he is a champion that's worthy of going to rank 5. Unawakened, even. His awakened ability, if you're not aware, or just if someone in here is not aware, it allows you to have a safeguard on yourself, which in some cases is huge. In some cases, it's a game changer for the content that you're doing. Certain alliance war fights, just certain nodes, just being able to really push the limits of fights, being extra aggressive, things like that, or just have a safety to fall back on. It's really nice, but it's not really needed to play the champion offensively in a large number of situations. So, but dude, thank you very much for the 2. Really appreciate it. Crap, not paying attention there. Oh, I almost got myself armor shattered. Not today, Medusa. UG, what about a new Sig ability every 5 dupes and Sig stones don't count? Every 5 dupes? Like they would gain more than just the second one? I think it'd be really tough to add more than 2 kind of signature abilities for champions. There's so many champions in this game, you know? And then that also really puts players who open Cav crystals at an even bigger advantage. So I think Sig stones should count towards it. But maybe if you got a max Sig Crystal for a champion, let's say, then that could you know, unleash some sort of hidden power in them. An optional type of thing. I think that would be fine, but Ryan Friedman sent an over 5 saying, today I got 5-star Howard the Duck from my 8th 5-star crystal. Rip, man. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully your next 5-star crystal is a bit better. Old Howard's a duck. But dude, thank you so much for the 5. Really appreciate it. It's too bad that wasn't someone like a Venom the Duck or something. Oh, the bad duckling. But thank you again, dude. Orange Juice also sent it over €2 saying last 3. Okay. What do we got? I know you probably talked about it to death already tonight, but the bug fix on MS and Claire makes me a little upset. I understand why it shouldn't be working that way within the game's logic. With lifesteal, you're not supposed to be able to steal health for damage you're not dealing. I've actually wondered about that for a while. But something about it just doesn't sit right with me. Hold on. Okay, couldn't find the third one for a second there. Maybe it's the way they're going about it or what, but it just doesn't seem like something really needed to be changed. That fight is already difficult enough. Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit tonight. Honestly, there wasn't much to really say, but I'll share my thoughts again if you wanted to hear them. Yeah, pretty much I feel the same way as you in that it makes sense that, okay, you're not dealing any damage, so you shouldn't really be stealing any life, right? That's kind of how the mechanic works in pretty much every other game I've ever played in my entire life. So it was a bit funny that it was working that way. And yeah, I wish they commented on it sooner. That it's not supposed to work that way, but at the same time, they're even giving... I guess they didn't really... I don't know if they announced it beforehand with Claire. I never really paid attention to anything Claire related because I didn't have her. But with Morningstar here, they're still giving players who ranked up Morningstar. They said the update for that's not even going to be out until like June or something. So even if you did make the rank up based on using that champion to beat the champion, you still have time. So I don't know. Even though I don't think it was handled perfectly, I have a hard time being upset about it just because they're even still giving you time, you know? Like, the way I would have preferred them to handle it is just when the content first came out, after they realized, oh, people are using Morningstar to beat this boss, and one of the reasons is because of the lifesteal in the final 10% phase, hey, maybe that should be a red flag, like, wait a minute, you're not actually dealing any damage, it shouldn't be working this way. And then said something, even if they couldn't, you know, even if they didn't fix it right away. And then again, that might have been worse just because, well, if it got fixed sooner rather than later, then less people would have gotten a chance to use it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just really not much to say. I understand being upset about a change, but to me, it's really not it's just not a big deal, I guess. It is a very tough fight. But I don't know. It's a mechanic that is kind of independent of that fight. It's just that's like the most noticeable area. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I can say about it. Wasn't handled perfectly, but not a huge deal, I don't think. Ryan Friedman sending over another 5 saying, But a couple days ago, I got 5-star Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, dude. Well, there you go. All right. That's good stuff then, man. 5-star Sorcerer Supreme. Dude, if the game gave me a 5-star Sorcerer Supreme, I wouldn't care if the next few crystals weren't great. You know? So, congrats, man. Good stuff. Yo, first time catching you live. Welcome. Welcome, Patroller. I'm not going to be live for too much longer. Just realized kind of how late things are getting here, but at least welcome for now. Oh god, I'm going to get hit with this. He's not paying attention to this fight at all. Other games specify certain situations, like the damage is still calculated but just ignored by the opponent, where you can still lifesteal, as opposed to having your damage reduced to 0. I mean, I guess there's probably some examples of that. To me, it's simpler just to say, if you're doing 0 damage, regardless of what's causing you to do 0 damage, well, you're not life stealing from it. I think there's games that have different forms of life steal, if you want to call it that, where it's like life on hit, and in those cases, even if you do 0 damage, then you still gain life. There's one. In one of the games that I wanted to make, I just thought it'd be cool to have a ton, I mean a ton of different like attributes for yourself to become stronger. And I was just listing out like as many different mechanics I could think of. It would probably be a nightmare to ever make that game because I listed out over 100. and many of them were based around life. Of course, because, you know, it was an RPG game, and there was no, like, it was like a single-player type of thing where you didn't actually have a healing ability. It was all, like, passive effects, just making yourself stronger. And there's a lot of different ways to handle different things like that. So, I mean, ultimately, it's up to the devs for each specific thing, but I don't know. To me, it makes sense. 0 damage, 0 life, so. It's not something we really need to debate, though, because at the end of the day, none of us have control over it. It's, like I said, it's up to Kabam. But that's my opinion on it, at least. I think maybe what gets to me, is that for me, 6.2 is the most difficult content in the game. My roster, as it is right now, could probably explore 6.3 and 6.4, but 6.2 just seems like a different beast. If you think you can explore 6.3 and 6.4, I feel like you could also do 6.2, Orange Juice. I don't think it's that much different. I think the champion fight itself is really tough. And some of the paths, there's a few paths throughout that are incredibly difficult, yes. But I think maybe if you tried it, maybe it's not as hard as you're maybe thinking. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but like, let's go look at the content really quick. Well, actually, never mind. I don't want to do that. But what I was going to point out is I think in 6.2, I don't think they have quite as much attack as 6.3 and 6.4. And some of the node combinations in 6.3 and 6.4 and the bosses as well, some of them are really tough too. I almost think maybe 6.2 is just put on this like next level of difficulty, or viewed as some like next level difficulty, because it was at the time. But at this point, I feel like it's pretty much it's pretty similar with 6.3 and 6.4. I don't know like exactly which is the toughest. The fifth quest, that quest was downright brutal with the like the gated paths and stuff. And the sixth quest, I don't think the gates are as bad on the sixth one. I feel like the way they kind of tailored those paths, they weren't as difficult as the fifth one was. But outside of those instances, outside of the gated paths in the fifth quest and maybe just the fifth quest in general, that global node is a freaking nightmare. And then the champion boss fights. Outside of those things, I feel like maybe 6.3 and 6.4 could potentially be just as hard, if not harder. I don't know. It's so hard to tell, right? Because everybody has different champions, different experiences, and then the order in which you complete the content, the order in which it came out. Sometimes you're ready for it, sometimes you're not. But how do you unlock Cavalier crystals? You got to get the Cavalier title by completing the first chapter of Act 6. What about Mr. Sinister? Mr. Sinister is a really tough fight. But so are some of the other bosses in 6.3 and 6.4. What time is Daystream, BG? Roughly 12 hours from now. I don't know exactly when. If I'm able to fall asleep tonight, then probably around noon or 1 p.m. That way I have plenty of time to wake up, do my normal morning routine before streaming and stuff. If I can't sleep tonight, then I might actually stream earlier, just because the later it goes, then the longer I stay up and everything. It's just been a weird couple of days for sleeping for me. So yeah, roughly 12 hours from now, but it could be earlier, it could be a little bit later. BG, in your Suicide Mastery vid, you have 4 to 5 cruelty, but didn't discuss it much. Is there a reason that's the point you chose to not have? Is it not as valuable as a lot of other points? Let's go to Anime really quick here, and then I'm going to call it. So, you need 15 points, right? You need 15 points to get Glass Cannon or Despair, or the class masteries, but let's face it, these are not even options. So, if you're getting 15 points, most of these are prereqs until you get to Precision. Precision is like, oh, awesome. Cruelty is also pretty awesome, and if you max it out, that's 15 points right there. But what about Courage? Courage is not a prerequisite to these masteries, and Courage is actually really good. And I would say this first point in Courage is way stronger than this final point in Cruelty. Of course, if you're not below 50% health, then hey, this final point in Courage is stronger. But, you know, we're not perfect at this game, and the times when you're below 50% health, that's when you need the attack the most. So I really like taking the 1 point out of Cruelty, putting that in Courage instead, and that's the 15 points. You can arguably, you know, it's also fine to have more than 15 points here, and you could even do things like max out Courage and still max out Cruelty, but there are situations where you just need the points for other more powerful masteries. Once you have the 15 points in, you know, something like Deep Wounds is generally preferred over the Cruelty or Courage, or, you know, things like that. It just, it allows you some more freedom by keeping the points to a little bit more of a minimum over here. It allows you a bit more freedom to unlock some of the other deeper masteries, and that's why I often only have 4 points in cruelty. Hope that made some sense. BG, are you invited to the beta? I am invited to the beta, yeah. Yo, BG, done making time for the stream? Karate Mike, what's up, man? I'm just ending the stream right now. BG, what is the most enjoyable live stream been? I need something to keep me entertained through my schoolwork. Most enjoyable live stream? I don't know. People really liked the McFabio streams. People have said my 5.4 stream, they really enjoyed that one. Probably those. I don't know. Itemless, not for everybody, but a lot of people like the itemless stuff too. But alright, anyway, it is time to go, guys. It is getting late, and it's time to go. I'll be back tomorrow, daytime and normal time at night. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Shout out to Jesse J for being tonight's biggest D. Thank you very much, dude. And thank you to everyone else. There was a bunch of super chats tonight. So thank you, everybody. The support. Definitely appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.